I am not going to be gaslit by y'all because I know for a fact 50K was a comfortable salary before COVID, and I have proof of this.
I work 2 jobs, 7 days a week, 0 days off, and I'm still broke.
We're in a depression right now, but the only reason why it's not called that is because the wealthy people are wealthier than they've ever been.
Let me tell you the new America truth. You can work full time in this country and still be poor. That was the unthinkable 40 years ago. But today, it's the new normal. People are working 40 and 50, even 60-hour work weeks. People never miss a shift. People carrying 2 jobs and still behind on the rent, behind on utilities, medical bills, car payments. They're behind on everything. That's not a moral failure. That's an economic design. The working class didn't collapse. People didn't get lazy all of a sudden. It collapsed because the system got greedy.
I am somewhere between we can't afford that and we need to save money, and I will cash out my 401k for a dirty martini.
So I was just out on a walk right now, and check out these homes next to this path that I'm on. I was looking these homes up on Zillow, and you're looking at somewhere in the neighborhood of 615, 625, 650 in some cases for these really tiny houses. I mean, they're not very big. You can see the properties they're sitting on are tiny, and yet people want $650,000 for these homes at what, 6.25% interest rates? Like, no wonder nobody can afford anything.
America is broke. Stop telling us to go buy stuff that ain't good. Stop telling us to go buy stuff that we don't need. We are over consuming. America is broke. Influencers, teach us something. Teach us something. Teach us something. Stop telling us to go buy stuff. Y'all keep telling us to go buy stuff that ain't good. Y'all keep telling us to go buy stuff that don't work. Y'all keep telling us to go buy stuff. America is broke.
I am not going to be gaslit by y'all because I know for a fact 50K was a comfortable salary before COVID, and I have proof of this. Before we get started, let me just show y'all what the numbers look like. I didn't have a 401k, and I paid for health insurance outside of my job because it was trash. This is what my amount was each check. I got paid twice a month, $1651.19. Back in 2019, that is when I had got my first big boy job, and I was making $50,000, or I think it was around like $55,000. But my rent for a 1-bedroom apartment was $945. Now, I'm not making this up. Y'all look, y'all see, that is the same apartment complex. I want y'all to guess what the rent is. Just guess. Now, I just want to point out to y'all, this was for a lease that was only 8 months. And if you know, you know, the shorter the lease term, the more expensive it is. I was paying $945 for an 8-month lease. Today, they no longer offer an 8-month option, but even dropping it down to 11, you're still looking at $1,741 for that same 1-bedroom apartment. Now, when you look at my expenses, rent, car, and mind you, I had a nice car. This was my car. I bought a 2-year-old BMW 3 Series. Look at all of my expenses back in 2019. My total monthly expenses was $2,635, and after all the bills were paid, I still had $667 left over that I could blow on anything. I could take that and buy a flight. I could go hang out with friends. I can use that $667 on whatever it is that I want. Mind you, that's after I've already deducted $500 for savings. Before anyone make a comment about the light bill being so low, even today, if you look, this was my current billing period. My light bill is only $85. I have never had a high light bill. I don't know what y'all are doing to get high light bills. I never have a high light bill. Fast forward to today, if you take that same salary, that same apartment complex, you take today's average car payment, all the other bills and expenses, you're negative. You're literally negative. This is off of the same salary, $50,000. When I made that last video talking about 50K being a mama I made it salary, I was being sarcastic. I didn't mean that quite literally, but the whole point of the video was to show and explain that you could live comfortably, have a nice vehicle, and still have money left over and not be worried or paycheck to paycheck.
We're in a depression right now, but the only reason why it's not called that is because the wealthy people are wealthier than they've ever been. It's not a depression for the rich people. They're doing fantastic. During the Great Depression, the average cost of a home was about $4,900, which today is about $90,000. That was about 3 times the average person's wages. In 2026, today, the average cost is about $410,000, which is about 8 times the average person's wages. This is not accidental, and this is not just inflation. It is deliberate overpricing by wealthy people to put more profit into their pockets. And this is working really well for them. Back in 1985, there were about 9 billionaires in the US, and now we have over 1,000. And we're even on track to get our first trillionaire. Can you even imagine? Can you even fathom how much money that is? Thing is, you can't. So let's put it this way. If you counted one number every single second, it would take you 31 years to count to a billion. To count to a trillion, it would take you
31,000 years.
Meanwhile, the average American makes $66,000 a year. 1 in 4 Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, and it costs about $159K a year to live comfortably. Believe you me, we are in a depression. It's just not called that because we don't control the narrative.
Hey, I just left the gas station, right? I was in there laughing because, I filled my tank up. I went inside, told them how much I wanted. I ain't never seen so many quiet people in my life. Everybody got their head down. Mind you, I live in a very Republican state. I'm the only black dude in the gas station. 3, 4, 5 months ago, y'all was at the gas station buying 3, 4, 5, 6 packs of cigarettes and lottery tickets. Everybody had snacks. Everybody had the music blaring loud. Boy, you can hear a rat piss on cotton in the gas station now. Everybody's so quiet, first person go up, she say, can I get 20 on pump, whatever. Next person come up, he say, can I get 30 on pump, whatever. Everybody ashamed of what they put in the tank because nobody's getting a full tank because look at the fucking gas prices. I go up, I'm looking around, I say, can I get 75 on pump, whatever, right? Now, mind you, my car should take about $40. That's what I was paying historically. So me, I'm looking around. I'm the only black dude. So that I'm looking at him like, I can afford the gas prices. You see what I'm saying? I can fill my tank up. Y'all can't, and y'all voted against your best interest. I made the vote that would have prevented you from paying these high-ass gas prices.
I live in the DMV, the Washington, D.C. metro area, for those who are not familiar, and I just spent over $100 on groceries for 2 people, over $5 a gallon on gas, and $10 on a smoothie, all in the same shopping center. Like, if this isn't the American dream, then I don't know what is. Like, seriously, I don't know what my generation, Gen Z, has to complain about. Like, life is so amazing, isn't it? Like, what can we possibly have to complain about, right?
I know other people are feeling this too. Tell me why I have 3 jobs, and I'm still broke. I'm working than both my parents and grandparents combined together, and I still see no money. Like, real shit, and I mean this with my whole chest. I hope the entire United States government, the White House, all of it, I just want them blown up. I want it done. I want it over with. And I mean that shit with my chest. Like, it's torture. This is the bad place, and it's not even funny. Like, everybody making jokes. This shit ain't funny. It's not funny, actually. I'm stressed out. Do you know I work at Amazon from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. Then I have another job from 7:15 a.m. to 3 p.m. Then I have another job at 3:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. Don't ask me when I get sleep, because that's not a thing. And I'm still broke. I want to myself. I'm like, this don't even make no damn sense. And now I'm like, I can't even cry. I've now the United States of America has trained me to not cry. I have 5 to 10 minutes to cry a day, max, and that's it. I don't have time for nothing else. I have to get to work. There is not enough devil's lettuce in this world to kill the stress I have right now. Mind you, I was homeless. Do you know, like, I was thriving financially, living in my car. This ain't it. Like, bro, I'm making, $17 an hour? That covers what? My left toe? I still got a car note, insurance. Now I have rent. I have no stuff because my dad's a piece of shit. This is my room. Been here for 2 months. I don't have a bed. This desk I just got for cheap because I wanted to play Sims. I have nothing. I'm mad. I'm irritated. The United States government is pissing me off. And you know what? My dad, you know what? That's gonna be a whole separate thing because I just want to throttle him sometimes, but I don't want to be near him. Like, it would be nice if, you know, if there's a God, why can't he come down?
Morning. Just thought I'd say hello. I spent all day yesterday working out my finances. Oh dear. Single income is not funny, honestly. So yeah, by the time I paid everything, I am literally penniless. Week 2, not a penny to my name, and I'm working. So I don't know how everyone's surviving at the minute. I really don't. All I know is that I'm really not. Don't have any expensive tastes. Just trying to get day to day sorted, really. But yeah, off to work again today. I need to find something else as well now, just to supplement it all, really. But yeah, that's where we're at. Any ideas, give us a shout. It's getting a bit scary. Have a good day.
It is actually diabolical that even 90K, 100K feels unlivable, especially when you take taxes out. It's like 60,000 a year. After taxes, you're looking at like 2,500 bi-weekly, so like 5,000 a month. With roommates and without roommates, you're still looking at between like 1,600 to 3,000 if you live by yourself. And that's just to like have a roof over your head. Which is crazy because in the entirety time that I've ever made over 6 figures, I've always worked so many side jobs just to like save money. Meanwhile, back when I was like 21, I was making like 30 to 40,000 a year being a nurse in South Carolina. Tell me how like I was even surviving on that, and I felt like I was having so much fun, and now like that feels like nothing. Not living beyond my means. I have the same car that I've had for 11 years. I feel like I'm buying less groceries, and my groceries still cost way more than I ever did before. Like with Spirit going away, Delta removing their drink and food services, the world is getting far more expensive, and we're getting nothing in return. I don't really know what these billionaires think that they're going to get out of us, because at this point, if we don't have any money to spend, how are we going to buy your products? It's getting to the point where things are like so frustrating. Like, I don't want to work in this perpetual cycle of just like the rat race forever. I'm honestly like exhausted. I'm like looking at these jobs that I'm applying to, and it's like I do the math, and when you take out all the taxes, it's like nothing. Almost makes me want to go back into nursing full time, because like I don't know if I can take that pay cut, you know? And that's why everyone's in miserable jobs they don't want to be in, because you'd rather keep the job that you have with more money than get a pay cut role for a job that like you probably are overqualified for, but you want a new position.
Let's talk about stability. Nobody really wants to talk about it enough. Every form of stability the working class used to rely on, they dismantled. Steady hours gone, pensions gone, affordable home is gone, employer loyalty is gone, job security is gone, predictable health care is gone, savings is gone, retirement is now a myth. We now live in an economy where people can work full time, budget responsibly, avoid debt, save when they can, and do everything right and still drown. Now, let me know what you think. Do you think I'm off? I'd like to hear your opinion and your comments.